it's still his laptop.
Yeah.
If anything, it's like saying I buy a house and I rent it out to someone. You know, he's like a landlord of the internet.
the laptop, yeah,
He's
exactly.
a laptop landlord, basically, for the
and, he's doing
stepbrother.
and his stepbrother is doing it rent free.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like he's not doing a bad thing, and he's still keeping the stepbrother happy, which is keeping the stepmother happy, which should be keeping the dad happy.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, tell him to just grow up.
I think
the
he's
adults in this story need to grow
I think
up.
he's worried about the dad giving him a hard time. I don't think the dad's necessarily giving him a hard time.
Yeah.
He's like, he hasn't said anything, but I think he doesn't want...
He's venting. He's thinking about it.
This is almost like, if this is how you're going to rebel, like with your dad and like his new partner, you're like, you're not my mom, Stella.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not really rebelling that much. You're going and buying your own laptop.
You've just shown that you're independent.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like, I don't need you,
It's a good
Dad.
quality to have. Yeah.
That's probably why the dad feels a little bit hurt as well.
Right.
He's like, well, you one-upped my present with your own money.
And,
How dare you?
I will say, it's probably a good thing for him and the stepbrother to get close. Maybe they can play like some LAN games together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
Counter-Strike
they can play
or-
some Counter-Strike or PUBG.
Whatever.
you
PUBG,
know.
whatever the game
They could do
kids
something and have a bit of fun
play
together.
these days.
Having said that, if I was the person with the new laptop, I would password protect it
Yep.
and hide the laptop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because there were many a time when I tried to get into my older brother's laptop, typed a password in too many times, and it's like, you can now not access this for the next 24 hours or something
and
like
nothing
that.
says I've been trying to access a laptop. Like, he goes to use it. It's like, why is it hard locked?
Yeah, exactly.
Why is there a puck lock on this?
It's like someone that takes a photo of you as you've done in a failed attempt password, and you're like licking your lips, like,
My bad.
Laptops did that, didn't they? Like,
Yeah,
they
I
would
think
take
some of them
photos.
did, yeah.
They take photos if you got the password wrong 5 times in a row or something.
It was one of the craziest things I ever did on my brother's laptop.
Yeah.
Yes.
I downloaded we all used emulators back in the day.
Yeah.
So you could emulate like Super Nintendo games
Yep.
and Game Boy games.
Yep.
That was a shit,
I
yeah.
had this emulator that basically said like you have to pay money. It gave you a reminder to like, hey, you should, if you
Donate.
can,
Donate.
donate to
Yeah.
us because we, this is a
support us.
exactly. We're doing this pro bono, so we need a bit of cash.
We're stealing these games. So
Yeah,
you should
We're stealing these games.
stealing
give us
this-
money
this-
for stealing this IP. Right?
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Pay the pirates.
Yeah, exactly.
And I didn't pay the pirates. And then I remember one day I opened it and it's like, because you haven't paid, you now have to push your enter key 1,000 times before you can unlock this computer.
No.
Yeah. So I was
They
like,
had that power?
sorry?
They had that power?
Apparently. I don't
Whoa.
To me, it seems like I may have installed also some malware on my brother's
Sounds that
computer.
way. Look at me, I'm the captain now. That's what the
Like, that
computer-
is one hell of a Trojan horse.
That's amazing,
That's
yeah.
a Trojan
Yeah, right.
stallion.
It's
that right
mildly
there.
infuriating and like severely inconvenient, but it's not exactly taking your personal information.
Yeah.
Right, but it was still like quite a task. My brother was like, "Why do I have to push the enter button 1,000 times?" And I'm
That's
like,
a new security feature.
"Let me explain."
Was there a counter?
No, so you just got to keep hitting it. If you lost count, you don't know what you're up to.
La 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 la.
Trying to explain to my brother why the PC pirates were mad.
Yeah,
It's a
right.
very hard thing to do.
Oh, be careful out
My
there.
brother unfortunately did not emulate empathy for me. He was unable to do
He
that.
gave you a bit of an ass
I
kicking after
emulated
that, I'm
Pokemon,
sure.
he emulated nothing.
He emulated Street Fighter on my ass.
He went blanket on my ass. Yeah, right. I got Hadokened.
I deserved it.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, let's leave it there for eyebrow piercing then. Damien.
Yeah, sure. I'll go next.
What's the piercing you want?
For the longest time, I actually wanted. I wanted not a lobe piercing. What's the upper ear piercing?
It's not like it's not the tragus.
No, tragus is like the little meat in the middle.
This is like the.
I guess I'll call it an ear
let's call it the
piercing.
peak.
An upper ear piercing. Yeah.
I wanted it because I had two older brothers and they had the ear piercings. Well, my brother had a lot of piercings. He had eyebrow, had his nipple done,
Oh, yeah?
had his nose.
Nice.
The nipple one he actually got rid of pretty quickly because he's like he said he always forgot that he had it there, so he'd scratch himself.
Oh,
He'd be
yeah.
like, oh my tit.
Oh, nipple fuck.
That would be that. Yeah, no.
So the ear one I liked because like you joked about the 8-ball thing,
Yeah.
but I do have memories of people back in the day having like like the Nike tick or
Yeah.
the PlayStation logo.
Yeah.
And when you're a kid, it's like, oh, that's cool. I
I
like
want to
those
sell
things.
my body to a brand.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna get Starbucks on my ear.
And then I walk into Starbucks and get free coffees
I gotta
all the
get my
time.
Subway.
I mean, I had a lot of eczema as a kid, so I probably would have had Vaseline as the logo because they did a lot for me as a little dry kid.
Really helped my allergies, so I got Zyrtec.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So, ear piercing writes in: was I in the wrong for doing this? My girlfriend is doing an online degree and had her final exam this morning. I usually wake her up for pretty much everything because she sleeps through her phone alarm no matter how long it buzzes or how many she sets. She has joked that I'm her butler, but I don't mind as I love my partner and try to make her life easy. However, last night, she was chatting with her friends and she thought I couldn't hear her. She was bragging that I'm her little bitch and I do everything for her when she tells me to do it.
Little bitch to butler, little butler to
we
little
go.
bitch.
Yeah, that's a bit of a demotion right there. It really hurt my feelings because they were making comments like, good, put him in his place. And she was agreeing. She specifically said, yeah, I'm not worried about tomorrow because the bitch will make sure I'm up and he'll probably have breakfast ready for me too because that's what a good little bitch does.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I went to bed pretty hurt by it.
Yeah.
And come morning, I didn't bother to wake her up when her alarm started to go. When she woke up, she was yelling at me, saying I'm an asshole and I've cost her her degree as it was worth 70% of her final grade. Ear piercing.
Yeah. You know
Wow.
what? I'm all for it. You know?
Which part? Making her miss her exam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is that?
You know why?
Why?
Because I'm not a little bitch.
You call me a little bitch, I'm going to act like a little petty bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I would have, you know, or you.
It's not her job to wake her up.
Yeah, it's not my job, and you know what? I would have said, well, you know what, little bitch has had enough. Now I'm a big bitch.
Oh, right. I just
The
evolved.
funny thing is, though, little bitch and big bitch mean the same thing.
Yeah, right.
It's true.
There's no like one is like more like desirable than the other.
No longer am I a little bitch.
You're a huge bitch. You know that? You are a huge bitch. Thank you. That's what I wanted to be.
Yeah, like it's still a negative thing to be called either of those
Yeah,
things.
you're not wrong. But you know what?
But if you're a bad bitch,
Oh, yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, all right, I'm a bad bitch then.
But if you're a good bitch, that's bad.
Yeah. Right. Oh my god. What if you're a hot bitch?
I want to be
It's the best of both worlds.
I feel, you know what?
That's the Goldilocks.
Yeah,
That's the just
yeah,
right.
Just right.
It didn't cost her degree
Yeah.
because you can always retake subjects. I've learnt that. I've had to
Okay,
retake
but it does
subjects.
cost money.
You
though,
do have to
right?
pay for it.
Yeah, well, fuck it, all right? Don't call me a little bitch, all right? It's all about respect, okay? A relationship. Oh, sorry, I'm going a bit too loud. It's all
No,
about
you're
respect.
not talking into your mic, if anything. There you
sorry.
go.
Marcus has thrown his microphone down and he's yelling.
The disrespect
Yeah.
in this whole conversation really cuts deep, all
Right.
right? Like
Yeah.
it's one of those ones when you're in a relationship, you don't expect much from one another, but respect is one thing that you sort of would imagine's there.
Yes.
And she doesn't respect him. Calling him a little bitch and
Yeah.
saying the little bitch will make me breakfast, she's treating you like a slave.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think like the little things you do for your partner, like every morning I wake up, my wife,
Yeah.
makes coffee for me, and I've never asked her to do that. She's something she does for me. I never look at it and be like, "That's right, you make me my goddamn coffee."
Yeah.
Every morning I say, I'm like, "That's so nice."
Thank
Like
you.
it means that little
Thank
things
you.
mean a lot to me. I never look at anything she does to me as like, "Yeah, you goddamn right, you do
Yeah,
that
like
for
you're
me."
deserving of it. Like,
Yeah.
I need this. Everything is a treat.
Yeah, I am your king.
Yeah,
therefore
right.
you must wait on me.
No, that's awful. That's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, exactly. And so, it cost her degree, as she said. But you know what cost her degree? Her disrespect. That's what
This
cost
is
her.
karma.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
But it's like her responsibility, realistically.
It is her responsibility.
It's her responsibility.
But if you guys weren't together, then how would she wake up?
yeah.
Yeah?
True.
Yeah? So it's her.
Were you someone that would struggle to get out of bed, like let's just say when you're in your teenage years? Did you have to be woken up to get out for school? Or were you pretty much
Never.
like,
I've always been one of those guys.
I wake myself?
Yes, I wake up by myself. I can get up by myself. I can do all of it by myself. Very rarely have I slept through an alarm. Very rarely have I done any of that. Damien, how about you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
oh.
No, I can show you my alarms on my phone. I have every morning. I have about 6 alarms that go off, and they're in
Whoa, 6?
5-minute increments to make sure I get up because I just struggle. I thought it was something I'd grow out of, but I'm 30 years old now, and I
That's
still
set in stone. That's
still
set in
need it.
stone.
I mean, let me put it this way: last year we worked from home. All year,
Yeah.
I was late one of those days because I slept through my alarm.
How are you late? You can literally wake up seconds before your
Yeah,
shift
I could
starts.
wake up at 8:59 and 59 seconds,
Yeah.
and I could still be on time. I just slept through all my alarms. It's just a part of who I am, Tom. I've accepted it now.
You know what? I have woken up late to alarm, and it was from working from home. You get too comfortable.
Maybe
I
that's
get
it. Yeah.
You know you can push it just a little bit. You're like, oh shit, it's 9:30. I better turn on that laptop. Ooh, oh,
Exactly.
boy. Oh, I hope nobody noticed that I haven't been online.
The key difference here is we would never look at our partners as glorified alarm clocks. To be like,
Yeah,
why didn't you get me up?
You just let me sleep there. You just let me sit there and do
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Just snore and enjoy my sleep. It's like you look so happy. Like,
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
like it's your schedule.
Yeah.
Like I'm not responsible for you.
Look. If you told me, can you wake me up, or
Yeah.
ask me politely, that's fine. I
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah.
But don't expect it. Don't call me a little bitch. I am still annoyed
All
about
right,
this little bitch.
okay. No one's calling you the little bitch, Marcus.
Yeah,
You got to
all right.
calm down there.
Good.
I do admire the audacity of the girlfriend that she knows he's home.
Yeah.
But the level of disrespect she has for him is so high that she'll openly talk about him when he's in the other room.
Yeah.
Mock him.
It's the equivalent of like Tom saying, "Hey guys, do you want a glass of water?" Yeah, thanks, Tom. He leaves for 30 seconds. And we're like, Tom's he's a good little bitch, isn't
Yeah,
he?
that's right.
He gets us water every single
Tomorrow
time.
we're going to wake up, the podcast is going to be edited, it's going to be uploaded, because that's what a good little bitch does.
Smack him on the butt.
While you're within earshot,
Yeah,
and we're just
right,
like talking mad smack
Is that
about
me
you.
you're talking about? It's like, no. Silly little bitch.
Little do we know the microphones are running,
Yeah,
and it's
right.
all on tape.
It's recorded.
I hear everything you're saying.
Yeah.
Well,
You leave it in the episode.
right. People need to know. People need to know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this person's got it pretty. I think it's very. You shouldn't be treated like this,
No.
right? Personally, I like to have the independence to wake up and get up and do my own thing. I think
Yes.
that's an important thing to have because not necessarily going to have that sort of a luxury throughout the rest of your life, right?
You got to look out for them. Like you got to
That's
look out for
right.
yourself. First and foremost, if you need to wake up for some test, you need to make sure you can do it.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
rely on somebody else.
Have you ever missed anything super important because you slept in? Like, have you ever been like,
that's a good
I'm
question.
opening today at work.
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta be there at 10, you wake up, it's 10:30, and you go to the place is like, oh my God, I'm late.
Yeah, I've done it before where I haven't woken up after I was meant to start. It's usually work things, but it's like, 10 minutes before work. It's like 8:50. I'm meant to be at work. That's an hour away. Shit. So then, you get ready real quick. You run out the door. You call them up. Traffic's really bad. I'm coming. Just traffic's really bad. And then,
And I've got allergies and my car broke down.
Yeah,
Just so you know, I've got every excuse under the book. There's
If there's an
roadworks,
excuse,
every lane is closed.
if you can think of an excuse, I've got it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, I got to work like 90. It wasn't that bad. It
Yeah.
was in an office where no one gives a shit about what you're doing in an
Yeah,
office. I wasn't
yeah.
the key point. I was the junior
You went
accountant.
there to unlock the door, and everyone's like, "Where is he?"
Yeah, no, never been
You can
like
sneak
that.
in undetected for the
Yeah,
most part.
yeah.
I mean, it's bound to happen,
Yeah.
right? I don't think I've ever been like, I've been late to things, but I don't think I've ever been late in the sense where I'm like, people are waiting on me to get started.
Yeah, like
And
a
I-
storefront or something
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that. Yeah.
Like either way, I think usually if you're opening a shop or whatever it was in retail, usually you'd probably start your shift with someone else as well, at least in my instances. But no, I've never had that sort of pressure.
I've been on the other end of it where I've worked with somebody and they've rocked up late,
Oh, yeah?
and so I'm just sitting at the front, and customers have come through and gone, "Why aren't you opening up?"
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know.
"I don't have the key.
I don't work here. I'm looking for a shop.
I'm a junior staff employee. I'm always junior.
Yeah.
In these scenarios, I'm always junior.
I mean, once you got that responsibility, you got to be. It's
Yeah.
like you have to be. Are you prepared to take on all the tasks and do this? Are you prepared to wake up early and
Just
make sure
wake
you're
up
there
on
to
time.
keep
Yeah.
the shop open?
Do you know this just reminded me of this conversation?
Yeah.
I think it's in a similar vein. Me and a guy this is in primary school. We were the bell monitors.
Oh, yeah.
In year 6. So
yeah.
for some reason we had I'm guessing it's all automated now at school, so just go off at a certain
They are.
time.
They're all programmed in.
So back in the day, we had to go into the office and we'd push the button and we'd
Yeah.
hold it down for the bell, right?
Yeah.
That was our job. I don't know why they gave it to us.
why would you give it to a kid?
I think it's one of those things to be like, you get the responsibility. You feel
Yeah.
like you're doing an adult thing.
Yeah, okay, but what if they don't come? Then
Well,
what? The
I guess
admin
there's
staff-
probably, they don't just let them in. There's obviously someone sitting there as well to be like, do you want to push the button?
Well,
Sure.
that was the thing.
Well, there wasn't.
Because me and this other kid, we were pretty slack. I don't know why they gave it to us. Maybe like Tom said, they thought it'd give us a sense of
Some
responsibility.
drive, yeah,
Not that I was a slacker or anything, but I remember one time we walked into the office to push it and our principal came and he's like, "Why has lunchtime gone for an extra 15 minutes today?
Oh, nice.
Where's the bell? All the kids are still out there." And we were like, "Yeah, that's our bad. We're bell monitors that forgot to monitor the bell." But it used to happen all the time. We would forget, and all the kids. We
were the champions of the kids.
unintentionally
No.
became heroes. We weren't doing it like Robin
Yeah.
Hood, like stealing from the rich and giving time back to the
I heard
children.
they were going to give us 16 minutes tomorrow. It's like word on the playground is they're going to give us 17.
We'll give you chocolate tiny teddies if you give us an extra 5
That's
minutes.
right.
Maybe what was happening was kids knew that they were the bell monitors, so they would just not bribe them, but keep them back a little
Yeah.
bit. You
There
know?
were definitely times where I feel like they got us to get more involved in like a down ball game, so we'd
Yeah.
forget to.
Yeah.
And we consistently did it throughout the year where we'd forget and we get extra lunchtime because of our tardiness.
What I love most about all of this is the teachers knew that these lunchtimes were going really bad. The adults in this whole situation knew that you and your mate were obviously extending lunchtime quite frequently.
Yeah.
Why not take it away from you?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Why not say
I don't know.
you guys are not good enough for this role?
But it was definitely a vicious cycle of we'd get our act together. We'd have like a good week or two where we nailed it every time.
Yeah.
And then we'd slip every now and then.
You know what?
We'd relapse.
maybe the adults, you know what? Maybe
Yeah.
the teachers just wanted that extra little break.
I
too.
think it's just because
Maybe.
they're probably like back having a smoke or having whatever, and they're just like, we don't really care. And when you're a kid as well, time really like goes at a different pace as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, 100%.
Like things tend to go.
10 minutes
feel
is
like-
a very long time. Yeah.
Things feel like they go forever.